Here at IGN, we love playing Rainbow Six Siege, even though most of the time we're pretty terrible at it. In 2018, we got professional Siege commentator Kickstar to critique our gameplay and help take us from abysmal to simply poor. In an effort to hopefully reach the lofty heights of below average, we got Kickstar back for a second time to not only show him how we've improved, but to also get some of that more very helpful, brutal feedback.
I'm here to critique IGN on their Rainbow Six gameplay for the second time. First time was very interesting. No scope on Hibana, oh boy. Wow, okay, that Ashe. Oof, oof. Everybody's peeking it now. No, not the best gameplay overall, but I'm hopeful that we'll have some improvement here in part 2. Okay, so Chalet. Chalet's not a great map right now. I think by the community it's seen as a kind of out of meta, out of favor.
It feels like he's critiquing our map choice though. We don't get to choose. We just got Chalet. It's all right, mate. I'm on edge.
So we got Montagne and Clash Band. So clearly somebody on your team does not like the shield operators, despite somebody actually bringing one. Blitz is gonna be here, so that's quite interesting. Overall, I really like that I see a Thatcher and a Thermite being brought on the attack here, especially when the bottom floor is very likely to be brought on Chalet, because you're gonna need a Thatcher to get past Bandit, Kaid, just a whole array of defensive operators, Mute as well, you know, whatever it is that they're bringing to try and slow you down. And then you need the Thermite to open up whatever wall it is that you actually wanna open up. I'm guessing you guys are gonna try and open up Snowmobile. Now, I personally, it's Snowmobile. So I personally am of the opinion that opening Snowmobile, at least at a high elo, isn't really that relevant. You can do a whole lot better with opening up a wine cellar wall or wine cellar closet, because that'll give you a better platform to establish crossfires to actually plant in the site. But for, I guess, this case, hey, you know, do whatever works, right? Okay, wall open, that's really good. Now, it's hard to bandit trick that wall, so you guys went through the basics and you got it open. That's really impressive stuff.
This has gone well. I do remember at this point going, lads, what's happening?
But you weren't watching your run out there from Library and you got punished for it. Good play from the Maestro on the other team, though I guess it's not him I'm here to really talk about. So 2 people left. They didn't reinforce Wine Cellar Wall. The enemy didn't reinforce Wine Cellar Wall, which means you guys can use these soft destructors, Ashe and Zofia, to open up the long angles that are gonna allow the Ashe to get a kill. That's really good to see. Really bad reinforcements by the enemy, but hey, you know, capitalize upon what your enemy gives you. So 2 versus 5, now a 2 versus 3. This is winnable. Lots of shots being landed here by the Ashe and the Zofia. Cardi and I'll get the name of the Zofia when we get back to it. But well-placed shots, impressive stuff, and the enemy keeps giving you opportunities here. So hey, keep seizing upon those opportunities, I say. Cardi with a second. And oh, okay, the push here from the defense is actually gonna work out. Jaeger being a 3-speed, he's gonna land the shots. Now, again, you know, my opinions, 3 speeds kind of a pain. They can land a lot of shots that a lot of other speeds aren't capable of because they're harder to hit. They'll be able to move faster. So you have more versatility, I guess you could say, with the 3 speed. The Jaeger leveraged that to his advantage, and it just looked like you guys weren't ready in the big garage. That's just a case of not landing the shot. It happens. But hey, a nice try.
I feel like overall that's positive, right?
Yeah.
You said nice try.
It's weird listening to someone who knows something so much better than you do. Like, he's saying stuff, I'm like, oh yeah.
What, land your shots.
He's a genius.
Knowing that it's going to be Kitchen in all likelihood, you guys have brought a decent array of attackers. That's a nice shot there from Joe. Well landed there in Library. Now, the really cool thing is that since you killed somebody in Library, there's unlikely to be another defender near Library. There could be, but it's unlikely. And because of that, you can take control of the top floor really quickly after that pick. Now, of course, again, you know, if the defense is stacking roamers, then okay, then you'll have to clear out more. It's just unlikely to see. As Kitchen is one of those sites you need to have at least 2 to 3 anchors to really be successful on. You know, as much as delaying upstairs is important. So that's the Cav, I believe, who just downed you like that. Nope, the Jaeger. Those are the 2 operators that are gonna do damage fast enough to be noticeable. No, don't miss those shots, Cardi. Oh no. Opportunity missed, but that's okay, because she's presenting you with another one and you missed it as well.
Oh my Lord.
Is that okay?
Okay, no, 3rd time, right? There's a 3rd time? She gonna peek it again? No? All right.
Oh, man.
Brutal.
Let's see what happens.
Well, it's all right because Joe landed the shot earlier in the round, so at least the man count is nice and even at 4-4. You guys haven't taken top 4 control yet, and we're nearing half the round. And outside of the West lobby, Dale's going to get picked off by the Legion, which is not fantastic. You didn't need to use an Ash charge on the wooden barricade. You could just shoot it down or punch it. Oh, it is the third time, and for the third time he misses. Oh no! We can count that as a 4th, right? But it's okay, because again, Joe's getting kills the 5th time. Here we go, Cardi. He does it. If you give him enough opportunities, he will capitalize. Well done, Cardi.
You just need the opportunity.
It's just a man who needs lots of opportunities.
Yeah, I'll take one.
It's really nice hearing yourself commentated as if you're an actual good player.
And we're just gonna ignore that one. But Joe's in the building. Okay, so no top 4 control, but Joe has managed to push his way over to games. Okay. I'm glad you slowed down, you thought about it, you lined up the shot, and then you fired.
I can't remember while I'm crawling on the floor.
There we go.
So much better. Well done, seriously. And now you've got control of trophy, which is really important because with trophy control, you can actually start to go for a plant. The only problem is no one's picked up the diffuser that the Ash dropped outside of West Lobby earlier. TK is gonna work in your favor. And now it's just the Mozzie. So as long as you guys work together, you have site control, you just need that diffuser. Is anyone gonna go for the diffuser is the question in my head. It looks like Joe will. So he gets those 2 kills earlier in the round.
Look at me doing well.
And he doubles down by getting the diffuser and playing the objective. That's the type of teammate you want in ranked. Unfortunately, he's gonna get cut off in the rotation by this Demon 734733 player. And that's not fantastic. There's only 20 seconds left, so Alex really needs to get this diffuser and plant. He's gonna do that. Cardi also needs to cover from the site. So 2 versus 1, in this situation, cover is really important because if you're planting and it hits 000, then if the defender stops you from planting, you automatically lose. You will get the plant down though, so that's, again, very important, very good stuff there. Now you can just play the post plant. It's a good thing you've got plenty of ammunition in that gun.
That's how I play.
It just isn't enough, I guess, as you shot the chair instead of the player. That's okay, it happens. Cardi. He's right, I have He did it. He did it. That's all that matters, okay? Not the best gunplay I've ever seen,
Shoots
but
you down
you
immediately
landed
after
enough
winning.
shots to kill the enemy. And before he could kill you, obviously, that makes you the better player. It's gonna be Kitchen probably again. You guys know, well, I'm sure you expect this. And you've brought a good array of operators once again. I like that you've got a Nomad here because she can isolate flanks really well.
Yep. You can do that?
Nope.
And when you're dealing with ranked, a lot of the time, ranked players, they'll go just about anywhere. Having air jabs in a good position to cut off that is going to be really important. You've also got Fuse. He can bring both reaching charges and his ability, which are really good if you get top site control in Master. But he dies at the beginning of the round, so that's okay. We'll just forget about that. You don't need it, I guess. It's just like an advantage to have. And you don't need the Nomad either. It just means you're not gonna be able to cut off the rotations. Not a big deal. Cardi has a much better track record this round than the last time he was here. First time, he actually gets the kill. There you go. Way to be, Cardi. And the second time as well, he's picking it up.
You've got this little
picking
crow's
it up.
I was
You've got
rusty.
this crow's nest down, mate.
I remember it was early in the morning. I was misty-eyed.
It was a low bar to begin with.
Misty-eyed.
Now I'm
I've
clear.
been crying for hours.
I was really worried about this.
I'm impressed by this. You're learning, adapting, and good job. I'm surprised anyone's really peeking you, to be honest. As soon as you hear a Glaz out there, you just generally don't peek it as a defender unless you're really confident in yourself. Then in this case, it's not working out great for the defense. Okay, so Demon didn't clutch the last round, but he's making you guys suffer on the top 4 clear this time. So 2 versus 3, this is winnable. And you've still got Cardi and Joe available.
I'm available.
Local hookups.
I'm always available. Please call.
Now, both of you did a lot in the last round, so I imagine that you might be able to do some more here and now. hitting the Prisma is not ideal, but it happens to the best of us, to be honest. The thing is that it's really hard for the defense to punish somebody who hits a Prisma. It just gives them some basic idea of where you are. So repositioning, I like that. It's gonna make them have to think a little bit more. So that's, of course, a Mozzie drone. You missed it, but at least you now know to expect a Mozzie drone.
Really? It's so nice.
He's so nice about insulting us.
Okay, so somebody seems to be droning. I'm guessing that was Joe. And you gave a mark over to the glass. That's good information gathering. No, it's actually a dead person. There you go. That's the way to be. Hey, if you're playing ranked and you die, don't just go AFK for the rest of the round. Jump on cams, jump on drones, and gather information for your team so they can do things like get kills on players they didn't know were, upstairs, for example. Nice kill on the run out there. That's your enemy throwing. Or frag chasing, as some would call it. It's basically the same thing. And there you go, there's more of the same. And in West Lobby, the cab, curious positioning from the enemy, but it's okay because you were ready for it and you landed the shots. So way to be, way to go.
I want him to just narrate my life. Just like, curious decision on the sandwich, but we'll see where it goes.
We're going back downstairs, but this time you guys are on defense. It's your first defensive round. So basic bandit tricking, well, not bandit tricking, but basic battery placement here from the bandit. You're missing some reinforcements though, some really important ones as we hit the end of the prep phase. Hopefully the cap can be both of them. Here we go, okay. We were seconds away from the end, and you guys got it right at the end. So good job, you read my mind, even though you didn't know it. That's a really interesting pre-plays Nitro. I'm not sure what that's supposed to accomplish. Maybe a deterrent, but I don't think that's going to work very well.
I just wanted to get rid of it. It plays on my mind if I have it in my pocket.
The thing is, coming into this video, I've always had this opinion that Cardi's the best of us. But also, he's got the most shit.
I've also got the most kills.
It's likely there will be a Thatcher in play, as I think, he's not banned, so, because the enemy didn't ban an attacker for some reason. But yeah, so the Thatcher is probably going to get that Nitro. As soon as he hears it, he'll just throw an EMP in the general area, and that probably won't get anything. Did Blitz just rush into boat already by snowmobile? And does he have diffuser? I didn't catch it. Oh man, if he dropped it, I can't tell. No, I don't think so. It doesn't look like it. So, okay, you got the kill on the Blitz, even though he picked off the Legion early on. Now, of course, Legion is one of those operators you do not want to lose early on because the more time he's alive, the more traps that he generates, and the more use he is to his team. So not a great loss for the defense. You really would have loved to hold on to him, but hey, things happen, and you did punish the Blitz at least, who was just rushing, haphazardly. He didn't seem to care.
That can sum up a lot of our decisions.
Didn't seem to care.
So, there's only one undetected attacker, so we don't know if there's a Thatcher or not. So those batteries might persist for the rest of the round. And the default cam finally gets destroyed by the enemy, so no more free information. Pro tip, if you get an outside default cam that goes overlooked by the attackers, do not ever mark on it, because if you don't mark on it, the attackers will be none the wiser. And you can just call out that, hey, there's one outside main lobby. Instead of marking them outside main lobby, that'll give more information for a much longer time for the
Probably shouldn't peek that
defense.
Oh, there we go.
And so another pro tip is if you ever hear Glaz's telltale DMR shots, don't peek smoke.
Yeah, I know.
I could have done this.
I know.
Because he can see through those smokes. And that is why we find ourselves at a 3-on-3. That plus the TK. I don't know why there was a TK there for the enemy. Oh no, Jesse. Yes, shoot the planter, way to go. He wasn't aware of it at the beginning, but he made up for it. And even though he died right after, he denied the plant, which is of course very important. That thermite really didn't need to plant there, but hey, you got the denial. That's all that matters, okay?
I cannot imagine how angry he is in his head, like watching players this bad. Like he's had to take time out of his day to watch this shit.
Alex holding the flank, while we see the bandit, I'm sure probably holding, yes, he is holding snowmobile. Good job, Cardi. So this is good teamwork here. You've got both angles covered. There's only 30 seconds left. You know where the diffuser was down. Mark's coming out from the evil eye in sight, and that will allow the kill from the bandit, I believe it was Cardi, to deny a potential second plant there. So now just Capital. You can hear his gun coming off there, so you're going to expect him, it seemed like by a wine cellar, though I can't be sure.
15 seconds.
All that matters is there's only 15 seconds left, so you just need to wait it out. Seems you guys know this, and you're doing it. He comes down main stairs, in fact, and Marks, again, likely from the evil eye, and you just should be able to wait this all out. There you go.
We still won.
I love that guy just, as he dies, just runs into the wall.
Now, ideally, when you're going to Master, you want to bring as many ACOGs as possible. You have brought one, unless the Vigil is running the BOSG ACOG. Thank you, Bikini Body, for that. I'm not sure if that is the case, but we'll see. You guys should have a reinforcement by the bathroom wall into the hallway. That's going to allow you a lot more maneuverability, a lot more potential to retake your own site. No ACOG on the Vigil. He is in fact running the K1A, but that's a really powerful SMG. So hey, I can't really fault him for that. It's one of the best on defense, not the, but it's up there. And an early kill, really good stuff. Not a great position to find himself in though. Joe, you're in a corner here. I'm sure you know this. I'm sure, when you were there, you're like, wait a second, I shouldn't be here, and you're right.
Oh yeah, 100% that.
Because you could be cut off by the balcony, the windows from the front door. Someone could come up from below from Snowmobile. That's a quick access point. No, what just happened? No one's watching the site.
I do remember that.
Oh boy, I'm guessing it's office and just inside the door, possibly, or is it master? Either way, there's very little site control here. The Capcom was playing a master, so it's probably just an office. And yes, it's just inside of office, it seems. And then, oh boy, the post plant, lots of lines set up here by the attackers. So okay, the real fault here is that nobody was watching the office. So the only way to successfully defend Master is to be assertive with your angles. You have to control the balconies. The really big reason why Master is at all defensible is because the only way to get up to that site is to use ladders or some very select rappels. That is from the outside.
That was poor, boys.
We'll do that
poor.
this time. Yeah. We're not perfect.
So if you as the defender control those balconies that are only accessible by ladders and control the very few rappels, which is actually pretty easy to do, then Master can be defended. But you didn't control the largest balcony of them all, and that's the main lobby balcony. And so they walked in and planted. Unlucky, you gotta learn somehow, I guess. Okay, so we're going to kitchen. This is much more standard. A lot of people will go to kitchen as their primary or secondary on Chalet. Totally understand this. Hopefully it'll have a better result than last round, but hey, we'll see. So you're reinforcing between sites there. That's the Maestro, don't know who that is, but I can say that is not a great idea.
What?
You're reinforcing between sites.
Yeah. I just had to use it. That was my
You
justification.
don't have to.
I had to use it.
We'll say this so
There's a
often.
button I need to press.
You've
It has to be
actively
pressed.
made it worse for us.
Really don't want to do that, actually. Is he reinforcing both panels? Please tell me. Oh, he's... You don't reinforce between the sites, generally speaking. Sometimes you do. Depends on the site. Depends on the map. In this case, definitely not. So the reason you don't do reinforcement between sites there is because if you open that wall, you can control the only outside access point to trophy, which is the window, from dining, which is a really long angle and it's hard for the attackers to challenge. So Joe gets picked off early on by just a crazy rushing Glaz into office. It was a really awkward engagement for both of you guys. Generally speaking, again, if you're gonna control any amount of top floor, you wanna be assertive with it, or you want to be a roamer that will just fall back. You shouldn't have opened that. Definitely shouldn't have opened that.
I'm sorry.
We're opening external walls and barricading inner ones.
I
It's mad.
panicked.
CI, you're gonna have better angles on the west lobby, but also everybody outside the west lobby is gonna have better angles on you, and that is one of the primary anchor positions in this site. It's just inside of kitchen. You basically just nullified that anchor position, or made it at least harder to defend from. So definitely not that. I'm sorry. Did the sledge just try to hammer a reinforced wall? Oh boy. All right. So
It's not just us that's idiots. The other
Dude,
team
like,
are idiots too.
That's it. This is like going to the zoo for him. He's just watching people be like idiots.
Sledge shouldn't have been trying to hammer that wall, and that run out wasn't necessary, Dale, but I'm guessing you heard him and just wanted to capitalize. Oh boy. Man, I don't even know what I'm watching right now. Sometimes it's really interesting stuff. I'm curious to know what rank this is. I really want to know because I honestly have no clue. So okay, Cardi, good stuff. Again, we've seen some good stuff from him through this match. He's holding the site. He knows that if he controls dining, he can control the entrance from West Lobby and from the main lobby. That's a really powerful position to hold. He would be able to control the trophy window where this thermite is, but somebody reinforced that wall for some reason, so that's not gonna happen. Whoever's in trophy getting picked off there, that's not fantastic. Usually in trophy, you just wanna wait as long as possible. And okay, this is some good information, some good teamwork here. Jesse could capitalize on that mark. He's at least denying the push up the west lobby stairs, which is good. Fantastic. And Cardi's still controlling a whole lot of the site here. Now, it's curious to me that the Thermite has decided to not vault into Trophy and Plant. He could do that. There's nobody controlling Trophy right now on the defense on your team. But hey, they're not gonna punish you for that. So hey, win for you. Fantastic. Okay, one of them pushing from the back stairs, and there you go. Cardi, good coverage there on Dining. That's really good stuff because you basically just made it so you know where the last guy is. All you need to do is wait out these last 15 seconds. And then, oh, he's gonna lose the fight though in Dining. That's not great. This Thermite has been a real pain in your Tukish for this round, and he'll die to a Kapkan trap.
There we go.
Okay. The Thermite, though, to be fair, he had a lot of opportunities to plant the diffuser. He had a lot of opportunities to take site control, and he used none of them, so I guess he did that to himself. Good job. You took the win. Well played. I would say you won in an unconventional manner. Not a whole lot of meta or strategy being utilized, but you won. And that's what's most important.
Oh, he's dying.
He was being so polite at the end. What he wanted to say is you fluked your way to a victory.
100%.
I like to be unconventional. That's the best way to be.
Yeah.
That's my middle name.
No one knows what we're going to do next.
Yes.
It's even us.
Yeah. It's like when I play poker with really smart people. They're like, are you good or do you just not know how this game works?
Exactly. If I don't know what I'm doing, how do you know what I'm doing?
Exactly.
Mental.
Yeah.
So there you have it. Baby steps, but we are making progress, so it's a result. And if you like this video, why not check out the first time that Kickstar critiqued our gameplay? He did not hold back.